In the previous video of class 11 biology, we had discussed about kingdom Protista. Today we will discuss about kingdom fungi. So after evolution of monerans and protists, so it was assumed that fungi were to be evolved from the protists. But after millions of years, what happened? Some protists got evolved into Animalia and some into plantae. So let us know about some facts related to kingdom fungi. So they are a unique kingdom. What are fungi? They are a unique kingdom of heterotrophic organisms. Heterotrophic organisms. They are a unique kingdom of heterotrophic organisms. Something around 100,000 species of kingdom fungi are still known. The study of fungi is known as the branch of science that deals with the study of fungi is known as mycobiology. It's not microbiology, it's mycology. It's mycology. And the scientists who are specialized in studying fungi are known as mycologists. And the scientists who are specialized in studying fungi are known as mycologists. Now let us discuss about characters or features. So the fungal structure. The fungal body of fungi is made up of hyphae. The fungal body of fungi is made up of hyphae. What is hyphae? Extremely fine, transparent threads. What are those? Extremely fine, transparent threads. And these hyphae, they twine around and form mycelium. So the fungal body is made up of hyphae, which is extremely transparent, fine thread-like structures, and the hyphae twine around and form mycelium. The fungal hyphae may be tubular or filamentous. That means either they may be just like tube or they may be filamentous. Mainly hyphae are of two types. Hyphae are of two types. What are those? Aseptate and septate. Aseptate and septate. What happens in aseptate hyphae? Here the cross walls or septae, cross walls are also known as septae, they are not formed. They are not formed during nuclear division. And such hyphae are filled with multinucleated cytoplasm. That means they are multinucleated and they have continuous tubes and are called cenocytic hyphae. So what is cenocytic hyphae? It is a structure composed of continuous tubes having multinucleated cytoplasm. So cenocytic hyphae has multinucleated cytoplasm and it is composed of continuous tubes. In septate hyphae, what happens? Cross walls or septae are formed. cross walls or septae are formed after the nuclear division. What happens is in septate hyphae, cross walls or septae are formed after nuclear division. Cells, here the cells may have septal pores. Here the cells may have septal pores or cross walls. And what is the role of the septal pores or cross walls? They allow movement of substances. They allow movement of substances between closed cells or adjacent cells. So we have a septate hyphae and we have septate hyphae. What happens in a septate hyphae? Here cross walls or septae are not formed during nuclear division, but what happens here? But in septate hyphae, cross walls or septae are formed after the nuclear division. That's the basic difference. And we have a term sinusotic hyphae related to a septate hyphae. What are sinusotic hyphae? These are continuous tubes which are filled with multinucleated cytoplasm. These are continuous tubes filled with multinucleated cytoplasm. Continuous tubes filled with multinucleated cytoplasm. Multinucleated, that means more than one nucleus is there. Here in septate hyphae, there may be 1, 2 or several nuclei. In septate hyphae, what may happen? There may be 1, 2 or many nucleus or nuclei. In septate hyphae always have multinucleated hyphae, that is known as sinusotic hyphae, which are made up of continuous tube like structures. So in a septate hyphae there may be many nucleus, but in septate hyphae the nucleus may be 1, 2 and there might be many also. Now it's the turn of the fungal cell. Fungal cell. Fungi are eukaryotic cells. We all know that eukaryotic cells. They have cell wall, and that cell wall is made up of chitin and polysaccharides. So they have cell walls, and their cell wall is made up of chitin and polysaccharides, and they possess all eukaryotic organelles. Fungal cells, they possess all eukaryotic organelles except plastids. Here the food reserve is in the form of glycogen and oil. And during cell division, what happens? The nuclear membrane or envelope, it disappears during cell division in plant and animal cells, but in fungi the nuclear membrane doesn't disappear during cell division, or disappear, you can say doesn't dissolve. The correct word here is dissolve. So during cell division, what happens? The nuclear envelope dissolves. The nuclear envelope dissolves, as in the case of plant and animal cells. But in the case of fungi, nuclear envelope doesn't dissolve during cell division. Now let us talk about nutrition. Let us talk about nutrition. As we all know, there are mainly heterotrophs. Among heterotrophs, most of them are saprophytic or saprotrophs. What are saprotrophs? These are such kind of organisms which absorb soluble organic matter from dead or decaying substances. So what are saprotrophs? These are such kind of organisms that absorb soluble organic matter. They absorb soluble organic matter from where? Dead or decaying organisms. So what are saprotrophs? They are such kind of organisms which absorb soluble organic matter from dead or decaying substances. According to their mode of nutrition, fungi are of two types. According to the mode of nutrition, they are of two types. First one is parasitic, or they are parasites. And second, they are saprotrophs or saprophytes. Parasites means they live in close association with another organism to get food and their essential requirements. Parasites means such kind of organisms which live in close association with other organisms to get food or other important materials. But what happens in the case of parasites? They don't kill their host, but they harm the host. Saprotrophs means, we had already discussed, saprotrophs or saprophytes means they obtain their food from non-living decaying organic matter. They obtain their food from non-living dead or decaying organic matter, such as from bread, meat, vegetables. So saprotrophic nutrition here means, or they are parasites, they are saprotrophs. That means they obtain their food from non-living decaying organic matter, and that is from bread, meat, vegetables, etc. And they also practice some other mode of nutrition. They form symbiotic association also. They form symbiotic association, such kind of association in which both the organisms benefit. They form symbiotic association with algae, and as a result of that, lichens are formed. The symbiotic association of fungi and algae leads to the formation of lichens, and some fungi also grow in close association. They grow in close association with roots of higher plants. Some fungi also grow in close association with roots of higher plants, such as mycorrhiza, and form mycorrhiza. Its spelling RIZA. That's this collectation MYCORRHIZA. So some also have symbiotic association with other organisms. Some fungi form in symbiotic association with algae, form lichens, and some grow in close association with roots of higher plants and form mycorrhiza. Now it's the turn of reproduction. So the reproduction may be vegetative, asexual or sexual in the case of fungi. What do you mean by the vegetative? Reproduction. Here it means that a part or fragment of the somatic body separates from the parent body and forms a new individual, and it may occur by fragmentation, fission or budding in fungi. So reproduction may be vegetative. What happens in vegetative reproduction? A part or fragment of the somatic body that separates from the parent body and a new individual is formed. It occurs by fragmentation, fission and budding in what? In fungi. Asexual reproduction. Here gamete formation doesn't take place, and it commonly occurs through spores. Or propagules, vegetative structures. So in asexual reproduction, gamete formation doesn't take place, and it takes place mainly through spores or propagules, that is vegetative structures. And these vegetative propagules may be either single celled or they might composed of many cells or few cells. Not few cells, there may be single cells, here may be single or few. Here asexual reproduction mainly takes place by zoospores, sporangiospores and conidia, etc. So asexual reproduction takes place by zoospores, sporangiospores, conidia, etc. Sexual reproduction. In this mode of reproduction, what happens? Usually we all know that what happens in sexual reproduction? There is the formation and fusion of gametes leading to fertilization, and then a new organism comes into existence. So what happens during sexual reproduction in fungi? We all know that all fungi reproduce asexually except the artificial group or the imperfect group, which is known as fungi imperfect, which is known as Deuteromycetes. So all fungi reproduce asexually, except which? Except Deuteromycetes, which is also known as the artificial group or fungi imperfect. It occurs through oospores, ascospores or basidiospores. Oospores, ascospores or basidiospores, and these spores are formed in specialized structures known as fruiting bodies. So sexual reproduction mainly takes place in Deuteromycetes, which is known as fungi imperfect and which is also known as the artificial group. Here, sexual reproduction takes place by oospores, ascospores or basidiospores, and these spores are formed in specialized structures known as fruiting bodies. This sexual cycle involves three stages. This sexual cycle involves three stages. What are the three stages? First one is plasmogamy. First one is plasmogamy. What happens in plasmogamy? Here, cytoplasm of two sex cells, they come in contact with each other, but they don't fuse with each other. Instead, what happens? The protoplasm of both cells fuse together. So what happens in plasmogamy? The cytoplasm of the two sex cells, they come close together, but they don't fuse with each other. Instead, the protoplasm here fuses with each other, and the resulting cell is formed, which is known as binucleate, and the phenomena is known as dikaryoticization. The second one is karyogamy. Plasmogamy was the fusion of protoplasm. Karyogamy, fusion of nucleus. What happens? It is the stage in which two compatible, such kind of nuclei which are compatible with each other, they fuse together and a diploid nucleus is formed. They fuse together and a diploid nucleus is formed, which is called synkaryon. Here two nuclei fuse with each other and the resultant cell is dikaryon or binucleate, and this phenomena is known as synkaryon. So plasmogamy, what happens? The protoplasm fuses with each other. In karyogamy, what happens? The nuclei fuse with each other. But in the third stage, what happens? Meiosis. Here what happens? The diploid nucleus, it divides and haploid nucleus is formed. What happens in meiosis? Diploid nucleus divides and haploid nucleus is formed. It is also known as the reduction division. Now we have an intervening phase which is known as dikaryophage. What is that dikaryophage? In most fungi, what happens? Plasmogamy takes place. Most lower fungi, plasmogamy takes place. After that, karyogamy takes place. Karyogamy and meiosis takes place. But in some fungi, what happens? After plasmogamy, immediately the karyogamy doesn't take place. An intervening dikaryotic stage takes place. What happens during this dikaryotic stage? N plus N, two nuclei per cell is formed, and such a condition is called dikaryon, and the phase is called dikaryophage. Later on, the parent nuclei fuse and cells become diploid. So what happens in dikaryophage? In higher forms of fungi such as Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes, you can say it happens in Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes. Karyogamy is delayed. Plasmogamy is not immediately formed by karyogamy. An intervening dikaryotic stage takes place. And what happens? There are one N plus N, two nuclei per cell. Two nuclei per cell is formed, and such a condition is called dikaryon. And this phase is called dikaryophage of fungus. Later on, the parent nuclei fuse and cells become diploid. So today we have gone through we have studied the various characteristics of kingdom fungi. In the next video we will continue with it. Till then, don't forget to subscribe my channel and like and share my videos.